Long ago, on a night with no moon, something fell out of the sky over the oldest city in the world. It was not a star, it was not fire, it was a single feather. And everyone who saw it spent the rest of their life aching for a bird they would never meet. Before this is over, you are going to understand why that same feather is buried inside you, and why you have been searching for it your whole life without knowing its name. If you are new here, this is all you need to know. Every bird in the world once gathered in a single field to choose a king, and instead they tore each other apart. The crow shoved the nightingale off the high branch. The plane and the loud climbed over the peacock and the falcon. When the screaming finally stopped, they understood the worst thing of all. There was no king, only empty sky. Then one small plain bird stepped out of the crowd, the kind you would never look at twice. This was the hoopoe, and there was a reason the others fell silent when it spoke. While they fought over branches, the hoopoe had served at the court of the wisest king who ever lived, and carried his messages across the world. It had seen what the others only argued about. "You fools," the hoopoe said. "You screamed for a throne. The throne was never empty. You have a king. You have always had a king, and he is nearer to you than the vein in your own throat." An old falcon asked the only question that mattered. "Then where is he?" "Past the edge of the world," the hoopoe answered, "and the road to him will cost you everything you have." "Hear what the road asks," the hoopoe said. "There are rivers ahead of you, and the water in them is blood. There are mountains that stand like sword blades raised against the sky, every edge honed to open you. There are plains where the ground itself is on fire, forests where every branch is grief and every leaf is a blade. The clouds there do not rain water, they rain stone. The lightning does not warn, it turns the world to ash. And for 1,000 years of flying, there is no roof to sleep under, no clean water, no grain. Most of you will not arrive. Some will die of thirst. Some will turn back the first cold night. Some will simply forget, halfway across, that they ever left. And still, the hoopoe said, a single breath spent near him is worth more than both worlds. A life spent far from him is worse than death. The birds went quiet. Then a young dove, braver than the rest, asked the question that has haunted every human being who ever lived. If no one can reach him, then tell us this. Where did he come from? Has anyone ever actually seen him? The hoopoe was silent for a long moment. Once, it said, the world saw him once. Let me tell you what happened the night he passed over China. In the far east, there is a city older than memory, wider than a kingdom. its rivers sweeter than any water you have tasted. One night the king was flying, not toward anything, just crossing the dark roof of the world, the way only he can. And his path, by chance, took him over that sleeping city. For one instant, the whole land turned to light. People woke with their hearts pounding and could not say what was wrong. And as he passed, a single feather came loose and fell, turning all the way down into the heart of the city. When the sun rose, they found it, and there are no words for what was on that feather. Colors no eye had seen, patterns that seemed to move when you looked away. So they did the only thing a human being can do before something too beautiful to hold. They tried to copy it. Every painter in that city took up a brush. From that one feather, all the art of the world was born. The greatest painter who ever lived learned his whole craft staring at it. And here is the part that should stop your breath. No one in all of history ever saw the bird. Only the feather. A single feather from a single passing was enough to set a whole civilization on fire with longing for the rest of time. If one fallen feather can do that, the hoopoe said, what do you imagine the bird is like? The hoopoe looked around the silent field. And every one of you, it said softly, has already seen that feather. Not in China, in yourselves. You were not always here in the dust. Once you were close to him, close enough to know him. And somewhere along the way, you came down into this loud, bright world, and you forgot. You forgot you ever had a home. You forgot you ever left it. The restlessness you feel is not a sickness. It is memory. It is the one part of you that never agreed to forget. And the field caught fire, not with anger this time, with longing. 30,000 birds rose at once and crowded the hoopoe, all crying the same thing. Take us, lead us. We will give our lives to see him once. Then we leave now, the hoopoe said. I will fly in front of you. I will sit with you in every grief and keep watch while you sleep. But understand what you have just chosen. The first valley is already waiting. 30,000 birds lifted into the sky. The road would not take 30,000. What the first valley does to them, and who turns back before the sun goes down, is where this story goes next.